Good evening, everyone. I'm Jeffrey Griffin for Netcast Sports. It is the 2017 debut of the East Coast Basketball League. The Winston-Salem certified to be the hometown team this evening, welcoming the Cavaliers from Petersburg, Virginia. Our site for game number 1 of the season, Salem Baptist Christian School in the Twin City. Here are the starters for the Winston-Salem certified. They'll go with number 9, Jarvis Brayboy, a 6-foot guard out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Also at guard number 0, Antonio Robinson. He's a local kid, played at Parkland on to East Carolina, has knocked down a few jump shots overseas as well. Winston-Salem also go with number 23, Marcus Brown, a Twin City native. They'll follow up with a big fella, 6'7", forward, number 24, Marcus Walker, and Rashawn Davis, number 11, also out of Winston-Salem, a young man who played his prep days at East Forsyth High School in nearby Kernersville, and that'll round out the starting 5 for the Winston-Salem certified. For Petersburg Cavaliers, who tonight will be on the visiting garnet jerseys trimmed in gold with very much a Florida State Seminole feel to it, they'll go with 5'10" guard Earl G. out of Chesterfield, Virginia, number 11. He's joined by Reggie Cherry, number 20, Darnell Jenkins, a 6'8" forward. They'll also go with number 23, Lorenzo Bailey, and Robert Pinkston, 6'2", 195 pounds, wearing number 12. Again, thanks for joining us on Netcast Sports. I'm Jeffrey Griffin, and boy, it's going to be 4 quarters, 12 minutes of action, non-stop thrills, end-to-end. Guarantee you'll see plenty of jump shots, plenty of dunks from the big guys. I don't know if defense will be at a premium tonight, but only time will tell. I would imagine all the lights on the scoreboard here at Salem Baptist Christian School will get a workout this evening. Again, it's the Petersburg Cavaliers and the Winston-Salem certified in blue uniforms with white numerals. And God bless those uniforms. Easy numbers to see. So, appreciate you joining us tonight. And again, welcome to the 2017 debut of East Coast Basketball on netcastsports.com. So, here we go. There's some conversation at the scorer's table, but we've got 10 men on the floor ready to go, and all we need is a jump ball. So, the 24-second shot clock looks to be angled in each direction. I don't know that we'll have any shot clock violations tonight. Only time will tell. I think the shot clock is probably merely a suggestion at this point. So here we go, our officiating crew, traditionally clad in the black and white vertical stripes. So no arguments as of yet. Everybody seems to be in a good mood, and we've had nary a whistle. Here we go. It's the certified from Winston-Salem and the Cavaliers from Petersburg. East Coast basketball, it is time to play. There's the whistle. Everybody going to point and nod, and here we go, folks. So Petersburg takes the early tip. They're moving from our left to right. Be shooting directly in front of our broadcast location here at Salem Baptist Christian School. Looks like Winston-Salem's going to start out in a 2-3 zone. And there's our first early whistle. 18 seconds off the clock, and we've got our first officials discussion at midcourt. I'm not sure what the problem is. The clock continues to run. But one official left. That leaves 2 to figure out the who's and wherefores and the whys and hows. Looks like we'll return to the scorer's table and try to straighten this out. And the clock finally quits ticking at 11:27 to go. Again, Winston-Salem going to fall back in a 2-3. We've had some sort of violation against Petersburg. It looks like we're going to get a personalized explanation. Got you. Okay. And it looks like we took off in the wrong direction. So we're going to stop where we are, change ends of the floor. I believe Petersburg will maintain possession at this point. Robert Pinkston, when it comes time, will inbound the ball. There's a timing discussion. We're back up to 11:41 on the game clock. Well, in our first 20 seconds, which it looks like we'll repeat, in the first 20 seconds to play, Petersburg content to make some passes around the perimeter and look for a good shot. Not necessarily the first quick shot, but a good shot. Winston-Salem, early on, the zone was quite active. You've never really seen a zone defense until you've seen Syracuse play it. I know no other way than it's as if the Syracuse defenders had flubber on the bottoms of their tennis shoes. It is not a passive zone. It's like the anti-passive zone. It's the only way to describe it. It doesn't look like any zone that you would typically see in college basketball or pro basketball. It's just unheard of. So, all right, an official timeout on the floor. Petersburg retreats to their bench. They'll talk it over with head coach Kyle Dixon. Winston-Salem will walk over, and Coach Napper will give them a nod of encouragement. Pass around some Gatorade if need be. And we'll go at it again. 11:41 on the clock. More discussion. Thus far, my friends, more action at the concession stand here at Salem Baptist Christian School than we've had on the floor. But play will resume. Here we go. 6'2", Robert Pinkston will inbound the ball. Earl G., who graduated from Longwood University in 2011. He'll come pick up the ball, dribble once, give it right back to Pinkston. Pinkston looks to it right. Here comes our first shot from the deep corner. The three is no good. Winston-Salem with the rebound. Here comes Antonio Robinson. Winston-Salem with the miss. Robinson gets the rebound, knocks it down from the far side along the baseline, certified up 2-0. Here comes G. Long pass inside. And there's our first three ball of the night from Robert Pinkston. He knocks it down from the far left. Winston-Salem's pass. Aaron off the backboard. It's corralled down. The ball lands in the hands of Jarvis Brayboy. He lets it rip from the far right. No good. Here comes Petersburg. Lorenzo Bailey with it on his left. He gives it up to G on the far right. He'll dribble once, look inside. Winston-Salem pokes it away. Here come the certified. Jarvis Brayboy drives all the way. The layup is no good. Rebound pulled down by Reggie Cherry. He says, I got it, fellas. Let's go. There's a long cross-court pass. Ends up in the hands of Pinkston. He gives it up to Lorenzo Bailey. Lets a three rip from the deep corner. It's in and out, no good. Here comes Winston-Salem. Zalinor Banks at the top of the key. He dribbles right once, twice, pulls it back. He says, we'll go again. He takes the body blow. Gives it up to Marcus Brown, who drives along the baseline. His shot is no good. And the Cavaliers come back with the rebound. They're across midcourt. Loose ball. Winston-Salem going to pick it up. Marcus Walker here. He's going to give it up. Zalinor Banks loses it in the corner. Petersburg with a loose ball. And there comes Robert Pinkston. He drives all to the way, gets the hoop and the harm. He'll go to the line for one shot. Cavaliers out to an early 5-2 lead. Robert Pinkston will line up. Free throw is cleanly through. Our score 6-2. 9:46 to go in the first quarter. Here comes Winston-Salem. Marcus Brown going to bring it up. Drops it in to Marcus Walker. Here comes Robinson, drives to the far left, pulls up on the baseline, looks for help. Loose ball, out of bounds. Petersburg ball. They'll quickly inbound the ball. Earl G comes and picks it up. There is token coverage from Winston-Salem. G drifts to his right, looks up. He dribbles, pulls up, just inside the three-point line. The shot is no good. He runs down his own rebound in the deep corner. The three ball flies in and out off the rim. Here comes Winston-Salem. Zalinor Banks with the rebound. He's not going to give it up. He pulls up at the three-point line, steps back, lets it fly off the back of the rim. The loose ball out of bounds. Cavalier ball. Antonio Robinson with some discussion. We'll pause momentarily. It seems the ball went off to explore the locker room. Earl G is going to line up just about the free throw line. Pinkston will inbound the ball. G is covered nicely. Lorenzo Bailey says, I'll help. Here comes Bailey, the left-handed dribble. He's picked up Marcus Brown, top of the key. G comes and gets it on the far right in front of the Petersburg bench. He gives it up to Darnell Jenkins, who lets it fly one step inside the three-point line. The shot is no good. Here comes Winston-Salem. Robinson drives all the way high off the back of the rim. The shot is no good. Cavaliers come down with the rebound. Reggie Cherry takes off to the other end. Winston-Salem pointing out defensive assignments. Cherry with the crossover at the top of the key. He gives it up to G. Back to Cherry. Cherry looks. He drives. The left-handed shot up off the rim. We've got a whistle. The shot is no good. 230 pounds of steam and love. Reggie Cherry didn't get the hoop, but he's going to the charity stripe for 2 shots. Petersburg leads Winston-Salem 6-2, 8:26 to go in the first quarter in the first game of the 2017 in the East Coast Basketball League. You have to wonder, can Winston-Salem afford to get into a running contest with Petersburg? A short bench for the certified tonight, just 7 players suiting up, while 10 waiting to play for the Cavaliers. First free throw is good. Here comes number 2. And cleanly through. Zalinor Banks will inbound the ball for Winston-Salem. Here comes Antonio Robinson. He crosses midcourt. He'll get up to Jarvis Brayboy. Spins to his right. Takes the shot, no good. Offensive rebound. And it's tipped to Zalinor Banks, who's under the basket, and he drops it in. 8-4 Petersburg. Here come the Cavaliers. Robert Pinkston dribbles to his right in the middle of the field. Middle of the court, I should say. Wrong sport, Jeffrey. Reggie Cherry loses the ball. Antonio Robinson loses the ball. He dives on the floor. Winston-Salem loses it. Petersburg the other way. Darnell Jenkins rebounds the miss and drops it through. 10-4 Cavaliers. Robert Pinkston and Marcus Brown in a tussle right at midcourt. No harm done. Ball out of bounds. It belongs to the certified. We're going to get a reset on the shot clock, which seems to be moving in hyperwarp. Or maybe I'm just getting older. 7:39 to go in the first half. Winston-Salem all heart in the early going, but you got to knock down the gimmies when you're right at the basket, and certified unable to do so thus far, looking at an early 6-point deficit. Here comes Antonio Robinson. He'll give it up to Zalinor Banks, who lets it fly. The shot is no good. Another tip in by Winston-Salem also misses, and here comes Petersburg. Lorenzo Bailey, he dribbles to his left, pulls up for the 3, lets it rip, no good. Jarvis Brayboy runs down the rebound. Here comes the certified. He'll give it up to Banks. Banks drives. There's a whistle, and the basket, no good. Zalinor Banks, 6'5", 230 pounds, says, come on, man. Boy, the lid seems to be on the goal early going for the certified. Banks with 2. And the first one rattles through. 10-5. Stephen Higgins, number 34, will check in for Winston-Salem. He lines up looking for an offensive rebound if needed. And the second free throw looks much better for Zalinor Banks. It's cleanly through. 10-6 Cavaliers. Here comes Earl G. He'll give it up. Lorenzo Bailey gives it back to G on the left. Long three-pointer from Reggie Cherry is no good. G runs it down. He drives to the center of the court, and there's a whistle. And that foul's going to go on Antonio Robinson. His first. 6:54. Robinson was clearly beat, moving to his left and bodied up on G, and G draws the personal. Here comes another substitution for Winston-Salem, number 24, Marcus Walker. 6'7", And that's a real 6'7". That's not 6'4" and 3 inches of hair. That is all 6'7". Here comes Petersburg. G will drive to his right. Loose ball. Winston-Salem dives on it. Unfortunately, dives out of bounds. Petersburg will retain possession. 16.8 on the shot clock. 6:48 to go in the first quarter. 10-6, the men from Virginia. Pass made to Lorenzo Bailey. Takes it beyond the three-point line. Drives left, absorbs the contact, puts up the shot. It's no good. Here comes Winston-Salem. Jarvis Brayboy lets it rip from the far side on the baseline. The shot is no good. Petersburg quickly down to the other end and cleanly through Reggie Cherry. A trifecta from pretty much straight away at the top of the key. Here comes Winston-Salem. Stephen Higgins with the ball. He looks left. He'll give it up to Rashawn Davis. There's a turnover. They were looking for Marcus Walker deep inside. Petersburg on the run. Lines up for another three, and it's good. Give it to Robert Pinkston. Timeout, Winston-Salem. 10-point deficit as the Cavaliers lead the Certified 16-6. You're listening to East Coast Basketball League action on netcastsports.com. And we're back from timeout. 5:59 on the clock. Winston-Salem ball. The Certified looking at a 16-6 deficit. Here comes Antonio Robinson. Token pressure from Jamar Cooper. Robinson gives it up to Marcus Walker. He says, I'll have no part of that. There comes a three-point attempt by Rashawn Davis. It is no good. Petersburg takes off the other way, and we've got a foul on Winston-Salem.
Did you guys understand that that timeout was a media timeout? Okay.
That indeed was our media timeout. No worries, my friends. Are you feeling the love from the officials tonight? We've had more explanations. And Tommy Starks from the Bronx. He'll give it up. Jamar Cooper drives the lane, loses it out of bounds. Winston-Salem ball, Certified, inbound it quickly. Here comes Rashawn Davis. He'll give it up to Marcus Walker. His layup attempt is blocked from behind. Petersburg the other way. Tommy Starks with an air ball on a three attempt. Winston-Salem quickly. Rashawn Davis denied by the bottom side of the rim. Shot is no good. Earl G tries to make the bounce pass into the lane for Petersburg. Gets kicked out of bounds. Cavaliers will hold on to possession. And the scoring in this first quarter coming in spurts for the Cavaliers. We'll go 2 minutes, no buckets, and then they'll score 4, 5, 6 in a span of 30 seconds. Petersburg looking to inbound the ball. Tommy Starks takes it. Oh, it was a beautiful pass inside. He was looking for number 22, Rasheed Hines. Hines couldn't hold on to it, but it bounces off a Winston-Salem player. Cavaliers will look to inbound. Ball comes to John Holloman. Attempts a long three. It's no good. Here's Winston-Salem. Antonio Robinson gives it up to Stephen Higgins. makes the pass to Rashawn Davis. His shot is no good. Petersburg with a quick shot that misses. Winston-Salem back down with the ball. There's a rare offensive rebound for Antonio Robinson. And Rashawn Davis gives it up to Zalinor Banks. Banks' shot is no good. Winston-Salem with another offensive rebound. Banks lets it fly beyond the arch. It's no good. Petersburg comes back across. Jamar Cooper takes 3 steps past midcourt and lets it rip. The three-pointer is good. 19-6. Winston-Salem with plenty of opportunities, seemingly all within 5 feet of the goal, and not able to get the ball in. Stephen Higgins drives. He goes out of bounds, manages to make the pass to a teammate. And there's a foul on Petersburg. That'll go on Rasheed Hines. When you're 6'4" and 200 pounds and commit a foul in the open court, that's a pretty easy call. Winston-Salem will inbound the ball. Rashawn Davis will look to make the pass. Marcus Brown awaits for the inbound. 14.1 on the shot clock. 3:45 to play in the first quarter. 19-6. Petersburg leads Winston-Salem. The Cavaliers lined up in what thus far has been their customary man-to-man defensive alignment. Marcus Brown takes the pass. He looks over the situation, dribbles behind his back. There's Stephen Higgins all the way to the bucket, and finally the ball drops through. He's fouled in the act. He'll go to the line with one. 19-8. The deficit is 11. Higgins going to look to cut that by another one at the charity stripe. Rebound is off the front of the rim. Jarvis Brayboy had it momentarily, couldn't hold on to it. Here comes the Cavaliers. Jamar Cooper dribbles right. He'll give it up to Tommy Starks, and Starks caught for traveling. A look of disbelief before Petersburg retreats and says, well, let's try not to have any more of that. Here comes Winston-Salem. Rashawn Davis gives it up to Antonio Robinson, who drives to the basket, and he's called for the charge. Great show of sportsmanship from Lorenzo Bailey, who helps up Mr. Robinson. Says, is that you, Mr. Robinson? I couldn't help myself. I won't do it again, I promise. Ball belongs to the Cavaliers. Here's Cooper, deep left. Looks for John Holloman. Holloman makes the cross-court pass to Lorenzo Bailey. Bailey drives to the middle, gives it back to Holloman, and they're going to call Bailey for the charge. Wow, back-to-back charges. Winston-Salem will take over. Stephen Higgins will inbound the ball. Rashawn Davis will give it up, bring it across court. He's guarded by Tommy Starks. Starks is super quick. And there's a turnover. Starks didn't touch it, but he ought to get credit for it. Loose ball picked up by Rasheed Hines. His layup is no good. Winston-Salem recovers. And there's Marcus Brown. Deep three from the corner. It's good. The score 19-11. Jamar Cooper says, let's slow down a bit. He'll get up to Lorenzo Bailey. Bailey dribbles to his left, circles around back to his right, gives it to hands off to Tommy Starks. Starks will look, using that cat-like quickness. He'll drive in. He loses the ball. It's picked up by Rasheed Hines, who drops it cleanly through. 21 Petersburg, 11 Winston-Salem. The certified back quickly. Marcus Brown's shot is way off the mark. Rebound picked up by Stephen Higgins. He hands it off to Robinson. Robinson gives it up to Marcus Brown on his way to the basket. Robinson misses the shot, but he's fouled. 5'9", 215 pounds. Marcus Brown headed to the charity stripe for 2 shots. Timeout, Petersburg Cavaliers. And our score with just under 2 minutes to go in quarter number 1 of the 2017 season, 1:57 on the clock. And Petersburg, boy, again, they score in bunches. It's 21-11. Cavaliers lead the certified. They're going to stop and take a breather. You can tell both teams still trying to feel each other out. But right now, it looks like if Petersburg wants to run, they're going to get out and play giddy-up and say, catch us if you can. Winston-Salem, not afraid to take the quick open shot, but obviously they know they can't afford to get into a foot race with the Cavaliers tonight, so they're going to slow it down. I'll tell you one thing, Marcus Brown, that is not a boy. That is a man playing with men. 5'9", 215 pounds. When he goes to the basket, he's likely going to score or he's going to get fouled. But such strength down low. He may not have all the height of a traditional big man, but, boy, he certainly got the body for it. He can absorb the contact and still get the shot off. And let's see how he does the charity stripe. We'll find Mr. Brown at the free throw line with 2 shots when we return. And then Petersburg, I'm sure, will be off and running the other way. Folks, if you're new to the East Coast Basketball League, there are divisions. Now, of course, Petersburg had a great season last season. They play in a division, the Northwest Division, with the Carolina Kings, Hampton Roads, the Warriors, the Coyotes, North Carolina Coyotes, and, of course, the Cavaliers will round out that 4-team division. Winston-Salem thrust into a 3-team division in the Northeast that include the Carolina Thunder and the High Point Hawks. So, Winston-Salem, not particularly a season to remember in 2016, but they certainly have got enough players to be competitive and to win their share of games this season. And you like what you see, especially when your 5'9" guard knocks down from the charity stripe. Marcus Brown's free throw is good. And here comes number 2, 21-12. And number 2 cleanly through as well, 21-13. The deficit cut to 8. Here comes the Cavaliers. Tommy Starks gets it on the far left. He dribbles and loses the ball. Winston-Salem quickly back. Antonio Robinson thought about the 3. He gives it up to Rashawn Davis. His shot is no good. Ball out of bounds. Referees confer and say Cavalier ball. Here comes Petersburg. Lorenzo Bailey will inbound. Jamar Cooper will take it across half court. Cooper makes a dangerous pass to Tommy Starks. He's bodied out of bounds by number 11, Rashawn Davis. The foul goes to Mr. Davis, an East Forsyth product, 5'11", 180 pounds. Well, the Eagles had a great season with Coach Mike Muse this year. Tommy Starks will head to the line for 2. Starks, with his collegiate career at Queens College, he graduated in 2014. First free throw is good. Here comes number 2. Cleanly through, 23-13. The deficit for Winston-Salem is 10. Stephen Higgins drives to the basket. His layup is no good. Yeah, that's a travel from way on out. John Holloman had the ball and couldn't decide whether he wanted to dribble or shoot. Traveling on the Cavaliers, here comes Winston-Salem. Rashawn Davis will give it up to Marcus Brown. Brown will walk it across midcourt. Gives it up to Stephen Higgins on the right. Higgins looks to score, dribbles once, pulls the trigger, and the 3 is good. 23-16, and just that quickly, Winston-Salem cuts it to 7. Here comes Jamar Cooper and the Cavaliers. Off to Bailey on his right. Bailey dribbles toward the baseline. Back to Starks. Starks drives to the middle. He'll give it up to Cooper. Cooper lets it fly from the far left. His 3 good also. 26-16, under a minute to play. Here's Marcus Brown. His 3 from way out. Bounce off the back of the rim. Offensive rebound. Jarvis Brayboy. He goes up. He's fouled. That'll go to Darnell Jenkins. 6'8", 210 pounds. Jarvis Brayboy, Winston-Salem native, at the line with 2. 51.4 seconds remaining in quarter number 1. Folks, thanks for joining us at netcastsports.com. It works on any web browser, so I'm told, right? Yes, that's good, yeah. Go and click the button. What could be easier? You can also find us on YouTube, It's on your mobile device as well. Now, not if you have a dumb phone, only if you have a smartphone. Dumb phones, well, get over it. All right, go to the website and catch all the action. Woo! Tommy Starks misses a three. The offensive rebound is a fierce battle, but nonetheless, it results in no points for Petersburg. Winston-Salem diving all over the floor. Here's Stephen Higgins. He loses the ball. It ends up in the hands of Marcus Brown. His three-point attempt is good, and he knew it as soon as he let it go, too. Brown backpedaling to say, let's play defense. 26-21. The margin is 5. Jamar Cooper walks it across half court. He gives it up to Lorenzo Bailey. Bailey on the far right in front of his own bench. 10 to play. There's Tommy Starks with the ball. They look for John Holloman. There's Cooper. Oh, my gracious. You hear the horn to end the first quarter. Cooper's three-point attempt, obviously before that horn. That's a cardinal rule of basketball in every level of the game. Don't foul the jump shooter. Winston-Salem does, and here comes the 6', 175 guard at the charity stripe. I thought it was clearly a three-point attempt. I think there's some discussion now at the scorer's table. Both teams have returned to the bench, and they're going to say .2 on the clock. Get up. Or as James Brown would say, get up off of that thing. And we're going to line up. Now it's 2.2. Who says you can't go back in time? (26-21). The deficit is 5, but Cooper with a chance to add to that. First free throw is good. Slapped hands with his teammates, lines up for number 2. Takes the ball, spins it, dribble once, twice, 3 times a lady. Spins it again, lets it go. All around the rim and through. The margin grows to 7. And Mr. Cooper's final free throw is no good. Here, Winston-Salem with the rebound, 2 dribbles. And the shot from Jarvis Sprayboy is safely off the backboard. Safely if you're a Petersburg fan. It is no good. At the end of quarter number 1 on the 2017 season in the East Coast Basketball League, it is the Petersburg Cavaliers 28 and the Winston-Salem Certified holding on for dear life at 21. The margin 7, but the Cavaliers saying, let's pound it, pound it, pound it. You're listening to ECBL Hoops on netcastsports.com. A quick game of bowling for dollars. All right, here we go, quarter number 2. That was a quick timeout, wasn't it? I had a chance to get a sip of a big orange drink. But we are ready. Another 12 minutes, quarter number 2, Winston-Salem ball. Here comes Antonio Robinson. He drives to his right. He'll cross over, go to his left. Now there's exactly what Winston-Salem's been looking for. Don't settle for the jump shot. Stephen Higgins drives into the basket. It's knocked out of bounds. But again, don't settle for jump shots. Drive. Zalinor Banks spins right, spins left. Well, that's a pretty fadeaway jump shot from Zalinor Banks. 6'5", that'll be there most of the time if he wants it. 28-23. An air ball from Reggie Cherry. Winston-Salem quickly with the rebound. Stephen Higgins goes all the way to the basket. The layup is good, but they say no, no, no. The officials call Higgins with the charge. Was the trailing official to make that call. Not sure the understandably partisan home crowd agrees, but nonetheless. And it's a quick two the other way. Darnell Jenkins with a pretty shot from about 5 feet away. 30-23, the deficit 7. Marcus Brown going to get the ball. He makes a half-court pass to Stephen Higgins. Higgins drives right, drives to the basket. It's knocked out of bounds by Lorenzo Bailey, who adjusts his jersey. Here comes Winston Salem. Antonio Robinson will inbound the ball. Banks will set up near side. Banks gets it. He'll turn and face. He's defended by Darnell Jenkins. Beautiful pass. Antonio Robinson rolls to the basket. Nobody rotated. Robinson knocks it down. 30-25, Petersburg. Give it to the big fella. All 6'8". Number 20, Darnell Jenkins. Sets up inside and turns around. Easy shot. Winston Salem quickly back the other way. Marcus Brown likes the far corner. That's a three-pointer, and the deficit is 4, 32-28. Earl G drives all the way to the basket. He's fouled. G will go to the line. I think Petersburg now with a very conscientious intent to get the ball inside of the big fella. You have to wonder if Winston-Salem will have an answer for Darnell Jenkins. Free throw is good. One more to come. Winston-Salem again with a quick half-court pass. Petersburg retreats, knocks it out of bounds. Jarvis Brayboy will inbound the ball. Zalinor Banks holds on to it. He'll drive 2 steps to his right. There comes the shot. It's no good. Quick rebound from Lorenzo Bailey. Makes the pass to Robert Pinkston. The shot is no good. Oh, my goodness. And the story continues for Winston-Salem. Marcus Brown, nobody stops. Nobody stops the big fella. Drives all to the way basket. The layup is no good, but Brown's fouled. 2 shots to come. Petersburg head coach Kyle Dixon says, what have we got to do to get that call? Referee says he was moving. That's a block every time, my friend. Second free throw, front of the rim, back of the rim, and through. Rashawn Davis will join Winston-Salem while Marcus Brown heads to the bench for a breather. Earl G. Uncontested. A drive down the left side, gives it up to Lorenzo Bailey. Bailey dribbles once. Off to Reggie Cherry. Cherry lets it fly. I think a man with Cherry's size got to look inside more. Winston-Salem quick rebound. The shot is no good. Here comes Bailey down the left side. He switches direction. Loose ball. Winston-Salem had it momentarily. They lose it. Robert Pinkston picks it up. Good rebound, Winston-Salem. That's Jarvis Brayboy. He loses the ball. Winston-Salem hauling like a double wide down to the offensive end. I'm not sure who scored. It was either Higgins or Brayboy. Either one will do. Both men were down there. Good things will happen when the big fella gets out and run. Petersburg misses. Rashawn Davis finds himself all alone under the basket, and the layup is good. With 9:03 to go in the first half, the deficit has been cut to 1. The Cavaliers 34, Winston-Salem 33. The certified are what? Red hot. You're listening to ECBL Hoops at netcastsports.com. And we're back, my friends. Just under 9 minutes to go. Petersburg with the ball after a judicious timeout. There's a loose ball. Winston-Salem off to the races again. Rashawn Davis with back-to-back layups and the certified now in the lead. Cavaliers behind for the first time in the 2017 season. Jamar Cooper walks it across midcourt. Great spacing from the Cavaliers. Darnell Jenkins flashes to the basket again. We talked about it earlier. 6'8", 210 pounds. If the big fella wants the ball, give it to him. He's fouled. No basket. Jenkins with the opportunity for two. And the free throw is no good. And the second free throw, no good as well. Stephen Higgins with the offensive rebound. He's got it at the top of the key. He'll give it up to Rashawn Davis. Goes to his left. Hands off to Marcus Walker. Loose ball. It ends up back in Davis' hand on the far side. He lets the trigger go on three. Great offensive work on the boards from Winston-Salem. It was Stephen Higgins, and his putback was no good. Antonio Robinson to tip in the miss. 3 possessions on that time down the floor, and Winston-Salem moves the lead to 3. Darnell Jenkins, baseline shot is no good. He runs down the loose ball. Earl G gets it, and he loses it. Here comes Winston-Salem. Higgins on the far right. He finds Zalinor Banks about 4 feet away from the basket on the right side. Banks turns and drops it through. Certified 39. Cavaliers stuck on 34. The lead is 5 for Winston-Salem. Robert Pinkston makes the cross-court pass to Jamar Cooper. Cooper's three from just in front of his own bench is cleanly through, 39-37. Here comes Winston. Antonio Robinson hands it off to Rashawn Davis. Davis' baseline shot is no good. Antonio Robinson with another offensive putback. Winston-Salem keeps the lead at 4. Petersburg sets up. Jenkins in the middle. He'll flash. He's at the top of the key. Robert Pinkston goes down low. Misses a shot, gets his own miss, and puts it back. Here comes Winston-Salem. Higgins quickly out with the rebound. Robinson on the far right, dribbles twice to his left, lets it fly. The shot is no good. Marcus Walker cannot pull down the rebound. Petersburg off to the races. Jamar Cooper lets it fly from the three-point line. It's no good. Rebound Winston-Salem. Here comes Robinson. Zalinor Banks at the top of the key. Marcus Walker had great position down low. He was right in front of the basket, could not get the shot to drop. Loose ball on the rebound, out of bounds off a Winston-Salem player. The culprit likely Antonio Robinson, A for effort. Substitution for the certified. Number 9, Jarvis Brayboy to enter the fray. Here comes Petersburg. Jenkins sets up high. John Holloman has the ball and lets it go. Didn't expect that shot. I'm not sure his teammates did either. Nonetheless, it's good. We're tied, 41-41. Zalinor Blanks from way outside. The shot is no good. Brayboy, all hustle, takes the ball away from Darnell Jenkins and puts it up off the glass and through. Winston-Salem in front by 2, 43-41, just under 6 minutes to play. Jamar Cooper in the deep corner left. He'll drive baseline. Lots of bodies. Loose ball, run down. John Holloman. Yeah, that's a foul on number 11. Rashawn Davis reached from behind. Davis says, "Are you sure?" Official says, "Yeah, no doubt about it, my friend." Marcus Brown up off the Winston-Salem bench. He'll come in. Banks will have a seat. Jenkins gets the ball down low. Great defense from Marcus Walker. Held his ground. There comes Brayboy. Collision in the middle of the lane. Late whistle. And they're going to call that a charge on Mr. Brayboy. The 6-foot guard would have been well served to pull up 18 inches earlier. When butts hit the floor, there's probably a whistle in your future. Petersburg on the other end. Air ball from Robert Pinkston. Christian Brown, 6'4", 200 pounds, gets the rebound and puts it up. We're tied at 43. Another offensive board from Winston-Salem, and it's good. Marcus Walker doing all kinds of work down low. There's Jamar Cooper. He drives, hands off to Robert Pinkston. Pinkston goes up. No basket on the play, but he's fouled. Number 12 heads to the charity stripe for a pair. 4:46 to go. Winston-Salem rallies currently with a 2-point lead, 45-43. There's a whistle on the floor. I don't know if we had a timeout or a technical. There was some discussion. Only time will tell, my friends. Again, Byron Napper, the coach of the Winston-Salem Certified. He's assisted by Andrew Glupker, Charles Thomas, and Toya Davis. And there's a cutie patootie about 2 feet tall on the Winston-Salem bench, too. If he's not a coach, they ought to put him on the roster. Working on those ball handling skills all the time. One of the great joys of basketball, right? It's a family sport. Everybody's got a job. Some of us have real skills. We play. The rest of us talk. And again, it's 45-43, 4:46 to go. Must have been a timeout. And here's Robert Pinkston at the line. First free throw is good. 45-44. Cavaliers with a 3-hour drive. You can do your own Gilligan's Island reference if you wish. Second free throw cleanly through as well. We're knotted at 45. Here comes Winston-Salem. Rashawn Davis on the right. He drives, but there's a foul. It's going to go against number 6, John Holloman. 6'9", 225 pounds. Nine-inch difference. That's a mismatch for Winston-Salem. Davis will inbound the ball. Marcus Walker looks. He's going to give it up to Stephen Higgins. His shot is blocked. Loose ball rebound. Marcus Brown. He drives. No look pass. Bounces off a leg. Comes out to Rashawn Davis. Shot is no good. Marcus Brown with the rebound. His shot no good as well. Here comes Petersburg. Jamar Cooper. Coast to coast. That's a charge all the way. There's the whistle. Marcus Walker was holding his ground. He must eat Wheaties for breakfast and supper because nobody moves Walker when he gets down low. If that man gets position, just give him it's like Shaq. Give him the points. You're not going to move him. It's too strong. Too strong. Here comes Winston-Salem. Marcus Brown takes the inbound pass. Dribbles right, goes left. Comes off the screen from Marcus Walker. Loose ball. That's a backcourt violation. Petersburg will take over in front of their own bench. Here comes Antonio Robinson. His time on the bench, not long. Just under 4 minutes to play. Tommy Starks will inbound the ball. Jamar Cooper says, here I am. And here's the ball. Cooper to Pinkston. Pinkston looks left. Gives it back to Cooper. Cooper gives it to Holloman on the far left. His shot, 2 feet short, but he was fouled. And that one will go to Stephen Higgins. Higgins out of China Grove, North Carolina. What good Tar Heel has not been through China Grove? Lovely town. You ever been to the beach? You've been to China Grove. On the way to the beach. I should say on the way to the beach. Right? Good folks. John Holloman at the line. First free throw. I must confess, I wasn't watching. Scoreboard didn't move. He must have missed it. Second free throw, definitely no good. There's an offensive rebound for the Cavaliers. Unorthodox looking shot from John Holloman. But if you're a Cavaliers fan, who cares? It goes through. Here comes Winston Salem down 3. That free throw, the first free throw, must have been good. Stephen Higgins drives left, comes to his right, gives it up to Marcus Brown on the far right. Good ball movement, Winston Salem. Unexpected pass. Marcus Walker fouled on his way to the basket. Coach Kyle Dixon from Petersburg says, what about 3 seconds? Marcus Walker lines up for 2. Man of steel down low for Winston Salem. Nice touch on the free throw. That's a pretty sound when you hear it rip through the cords, isn't it? Nice rotation, but the ball is short. Loose ball, Winston-Salem rebound. Boy, they have had a truckload of offensive rebounds, and they dribble it off of the invisible man. Out of bounds. Petersburg will take over. Jarvis Brayboy gives himself a smack on the head and says, don't do that again. Here comes the Cavaliers. Robert Pinkston hands it off to Tommy Starks. Starks finds Cooper on the far left. He lets it rip. Three-point attempt is no good. Loose ball in the middle. Here comes Winston-Salem. Marcus Brown picks it up. He drives left at the three-point line. The shot is no good. Offensive rebound, Stephen Higgins. Ball finds its way to Marcus Brown. Hands again. His shot no good. The tip from Antonio Robinson results in a foul on Petersburg. Robinson relentless on the glass. Robinson with 2 to come. Down 2. 2:48 to play in the first half. That shot was no good. Off the back of the rim. Zalinor Banks in for Winston-Salem. Marcus Walker will head to the bench. Says, where is the water bottle? Second free throw, no good. Another offensive rebound, Winston-Salem. It ends up in Robinson's hands. He finds a teammate from his butt. Another miss, another offensive rebound for Robinson, and the ball lost out of bounds. Winston-Salem with 4 chances to drop it through and couldn't get it done. But you got to love the effort. The certified back in the 2-3 where they started the game. Cavaliers, great ball movement around the outside. Tommy Starks lets the three-point attempt fly from the far right. It's no good. Here comes Brown. He's double-teamed in the left corner. Bad pass. It's picked up by Robert Pinkston, who takes it all the way. The lead is 4. Cavaliers, 50-46. Here comes Higgins. Drive to his left. Makes the pass. Air ball from Jarvis Brayboy. Cavaliers try to start the fast break and throw it to somebody in the second row. 2 minutes to play. Winston-Salem ball on the offensive end. Here's Banks. He dribbles right, left, looks for help. Higgins takes it. He drives inside. 2 steps inside the three-point line, off the glass, and it's good. 50-48. Cavaliers. Petersburg content to walk it across half court. Jamar Cooper says, Robert Pinkston, where are you? He says, right here I am. He drives left. Starks drives to the basket, had a good look. No good. Winston-Salem out quickly. Here comes Robinson. He went left, went right, off the glass. The game is tied again. $1:19 to go. Parkersburg ball. Well, Starks continues to move, cat-like quickness, and gets a gimme right under the glass. Cavaliers back up by 2. Here comes Higgins. His three-point attempt bottoms. Winston-Salem in front 1, 53-52, just under a minute to play. Here come the Cavs. Jamar Cooper, long pass to Starks. Starks drives to his left. The foul's going to go on Higgins. 47 seconds to play. That's a fatigue foul. Higgins just didn't have the steam in the tank to keep up with the super quick Tommy Starks. Starks bent over, hands on his knees, 2 shots to go. Cavaliers down 1. Free throw off to the right, no good. I'm not a betting man, but Starks in a foot race, of all the guys dressed out tonight, I think he'd have to be one of the top finishers. He blinks, he's on the other end of the floor. Of course, he hasn't raced me, so he hasn't beat everybody, but it's not a race I'd choose to run either. Here comes Winston-Salem. The game is tied. The shot no good. Petersburg, with the rebound. That is our first dunk of the night, courtesy of 6'9" John Holloman. Cavaliers up 2. Three-point shot from Marcus Brown is no good. Defensive rebound, Cavaliers. There is Cooper. Drives all the way and hands it off to Tommy Starks, who lays it in easily. The lead is 4. 7 seconds to play. Timeout, Winston-Salem. The clock stopped at 2.1. I'm certain we'll have a discussion. What would basketball be without group discussions at the scorer's table? And we'll go with 6.0 seconds on the clock. Certified down big early on, but they've rallied and have been ahead by as many as 4. Cavaliers with 2 buckets in the last minute of play to take a 4-point lead. And now we're at 8.2 seconds. Well, okay. Let's see what Coach Napper and company can come up with here. Cavs staying a man-to-man. 6 to play. 5, 4, 3. Loose ball. Three-pointer from Tommy Starks at the horn at midcourt is no good. And the first half of the 2007 first half of the first game of the 2017 ECBL season is in the record books. And the Petersburg Cavaliers 57 and the Winston-Salem Certified 53. Thanks for joining us. You can find all the action at netcastsports.com or on YouTube. We'll be here. We've got another half to play. 24 minutes of action headed your way. That's going to be about a 10-minute halftime break. So get a refill on the popcorn bucket, and we'll be back. You're listening to East Coast Basketball League Hoops on netcastsports.com. We'll be back after this.
How's it going, man? Doing all right? Doing all right, just getting ready for the season. We don't play till the 26th. Yeah. Southside Rec and High Point. Yeah. Yeah, we're still playing the same place. Yeah, Yeah. They only brought like 6 people.
And welcome to half number 2, quarter number 3. I'm Jeffrey Griffin for netcastsports.com. The first game of the 2017 season in the East Coast Basketball League. The visiting team, the Cavaliers of Petersburg, out of Virginia, with a 3-hour trip to Winston-Salem, and the Certified not being a gracious host, particularly putting up all kinds of fight on the offensive end. And boy, the Certified have been relentless on the offensive glass. The lead, 57-53 for the Petersburg Cavaliers, and quarter number 3 is underway. Here comes Winston-Salem. Antonio Robinson gives it up to Marcus Brown. It's knocked out of bounds. Winston-Salem will inbound the ball. Robinson finds himself all along in the basket and lays it off the glass. The rotation from late from Darnell Jenkins, 57-55. Quick shot, Cavaliers hit nothing but air. Jarvis Brayboy with the rebound. Cross-court pass to Robinson. He looks inside, gives it up to Marcus Walker. Walker spins to his left. The shot off the rim, no good, out of bounds. Cavalier basketball. Jamar Cooper brings it across court. Ends up in the hands of Lorenzo Bailey. Bailey gives it up to Reggie Cherry on the baseline. Loose ball, picked up Winston-Salem. Here comes Marcus Brown. He leads the break, finds Zalinor Banks. Banks shot from just left of the rim is an air ball, no good. Antonio Robinson chases it down, gives it back to Banks, and we've got a whistle. A violation of some kind, of which I could not tell you. Winston-Salem ball. Here comes Banks. Dribbles left, right. Gives it up to Jarvis Brayboy. His three-pointer is good from the far right. Winston-Salem back in front, 58-57. Earl G. comes down the middle of the floor. Quick pass to Robert Pinkston. Pinkston's shot is good. Three-pointer for the 6'2 shooting guard. Cavaliers back up in front, 2. Quick shot from Marcus Brown. It's good. Game knotted at 60. Here come the Cavaliers. Bounce pass looking for Robert Pinkston, who was a step late. Winston-Salem basketball. Big Marcus Walker inbounds the basketball. There's a turnover, Winston-Salem. Earl G. takes it end to end. Cavs up 2. Antonio Robinson with pressure from Robert Pinkston. Drops it off to Banks on the far left. Banks' shot is no good. Rebound, Petersburg. Lorenzo Bailey with an easy bucket to push the lead to 4. Now here comes Marcus Brown. He finds Robinson standing at half court. Robinson looks left, off to Banks. Banks leans in. There's the jump shot. Basket is no good, but the foul's going to go to Reggie Cherry. Bodied up on the 6'5 forward from Winston-Salem. Zalinor Banks at the charity stripe for a pair. Winston-Salem down 4. Marcus Brown and Jarvis Brayboy back on the defensive end waiting. The Cavaliers send Pinkston and G to join them. Both free throws are good. The deficit trimmed to 2. Here comes Petersburg. Pinkston drives down the center of the lane. Loose ball. Brown to Robinson. And we've got 3 whistles. And the clock didn't start. Well, you cannot have that. Otherwise, this could be credited as fake news. We wouldn't want that, would we? Oh, come on. No matter what your political affiliation, that was funny. That was funny. Winston-Salem ball. Here we go. 8:58 to play. Banks hands off to Robinson. Robinson finds Brayboy. Brayboy dribbles to his left, between his legs, back to his right. Gives it to Marcus Walker. Walker looks up. Jump shot. No good. Rebound Petersburg. And Reggie Cherry comes all the way down the court. Nobody picks him up. Takes a shot from inside the free throw line. It's no good. Winston-Salem. Marcus Brown lets the three-pointer rip. It's no good. Banks with the rebound. His putback is good, and we've got a whistle. Now, the shot's going to be good. The foul's also going to go on Robinson. And unhappiness ensues. Darnell Jenkins, not a happy camper. Antonio Robinson, equally disgruntled. Everybody else doing a lot of patting on the rear end. Going, that's all right, buddy. Let's just play. Darnell Jenkins going to have a seat on the bench and think about life. In comes John Holloman. So, Cavaliers go from 6'8" inside to 6'9". Get a little bigger with the substitution. Here comes the Cavs. G gives it to Cooper. Cooper to Pinkston. Pinkston hands off to Holloman. Holloman gives it back to G. His shot never gets to the rim and knocked out of bounds Winston-Salem. Holloman will inbound the ball. Cooper lines up on the baseline. Runs toward midcourt and takes it. His shot is not pretty. It's knocked out of bounds. Caught Holloman by surprise, too. And here comes Winston-Salem. Zalinor Banks at the top of the key. Dribbles right. Dribbles left. He picks it up. Takes 2 or 3 or 4 steps, maybe. But he was fouled, and he'll head to the charity stripe. It's not walking if they don't call it. Game tied at 64. Here's Banks with 2. First one is cleanly through. The same for attempt number 2. Certified up 2. 7:55 to play. Here comes the Cavaliers. Earl G looks it over. Deep pass to John Holloman. Had great position. His shot off the glass is no good, but you heard the whistle. And the 6'9" youngster will head to the free throw line with a chance to tie the game again. Nice rotation on the ball. Free throw good. He slaps hands with everybody at the lane. Teammates in opposition alike. Here's shot number 2. No good. Winston-Salem rebound. Goes to Zalinor Banks. Banks will bring the ball up the floor. Marcus Brown nearby if needed. Great defense from Robert Pinkston. Leads to a turnover. Here comes G. Hands it off to the trailing Holloman, who throws it down. Give the big fella 2 more. Petersburg in front. Quick shot from Jarvis Brayboy was halfway down. It was actually 3/4 down and rattles out. No good. Here come the Cavaliers. Jamar Cooper drives to the basket. He finds himself on the floor with no points. There's a whistle and Winston-Salem ball. The certified quickly down court. Brayboy and Brown and company, and Brayboy puts it through. quick shot, Robert Pinkston. And the Cavaliers up to 70-68 with 6:50 to play. Earl G knocks it out of bounds. G, again, native of Chesterfield, Virginia, played at Longwood University. Substitution, Winston-Salem. Stephen Higgins says, I want to play. Loose ball, picked up Cavs. Here comes Cooper. He drives to the basket. His shot no good. He's fouled by Marcus Brown. Cooper at the line for a pair, looking to push the lead. One of Mike Krzyzewski's favorite phrases. He likes to talk about when the game gets chippy. One gets the field. This game starting to get a little chippy. You can Google that word and it'll probably give you a little more definition. When you've won 5 national championships, you can make up phrases. So thanks, Coach K. We'll steal that one. A discernible level of chippiness in quarter number 3 at Salem Baptist Christian School. There's another whistle. Coach Dixon not a fan. Either that or he's auditioning for Bandstand. Wasn't sure. Is that still on? Dance Fever? Remember that? Anybody old enough to remember Dance Fever? Or is it just me? Here comes Rasheed Hines. In for the Cavaliers. Robinson will inbound the ball. He gives it to Higgins, who gives it right back. Back to Higgins at the top of the key. He moves right, goes baseline. And the official says, you touch the line. You're out of bounds. Cavalier basketball. Petersburg up 3. Possession, 6:28 to go in quarter number 3. Substitution, Winston-Salem. Rashawn Davis now in the game. And Marcus Walker will take a break. So right now for Winston-Salem, we've got Jarvis Brayboy, Marcus Brown, Antonio Robinson, Stephen Higgins, and Rashawn Davis. Great rebound, Robinson on the defensive end. Winston-Salem quickly the other way. There comes Brown. He drives to the basket, and number 23 going to pick up another personal. The officials have been consistent all night. If you're going to drive to the basket, I'd say 8 times out of 10, it's been a charge. Agree, disagree, the game's been consistent in that regard. It hasn't changed from possession to possession or quarter to quarter, and any coach will tell you they'll take that. Long three-pointer, Petersburg, no good. Defensive rebound, here comes Winston-Salem. Brayboy finds Brown on the far left, the three-point off the rim, no good. Higgins had possession, couldn't come up with the ball. Terrific bounce pass, knocked out of bounds, Brayboy. Oh, they're going to say it bounced off, who was that, Earl G. G, not a fan of the call. Here comes Winston-Salem. Number 6, Zalinor Banks, back in the game. And it's our first media timeout of the second half. You're listening to the Petersburg Cavaliers and the Winston-Salem certified from Salem Baptist Christian School for the East Coast Basketball League action, our debut game of the 2017 season. And you've heard all the action on netcastsports.com. And we're back, folks. Winston-Salem ball. Here comes Rashawn Davis down the right side. Good pressure from Earl G. Ball out of bounds. Off a Cavalier. Certified will inbound the ball. It goes to Higgins. Higgins goes baseline, throws it up with the right hand. Unorthodox shot, but it counts for two. 71-70 Petersburg. Cavaliers quickly down the court. Shot off the front of the rim. Higgins grabs it. He dribbles past one, past two, 3 and 4. Goes to the basket and puts it down. Winston-Salem up one. Cavaliers with the inbound pass all the way to half court. G pulls it in and says, everybody settle down. Loose ball. There's Brayboy. And G commits the foul. No doubt out of frustration. Here comes Tommy Starks. The compression sleeve on his right arm. You'll know when Starks has the ball because it'll be a blur up and down the court. Super quick. Three-point attempt, Rashawn Davis, no good. Defensive rebound. Robert Pinkston. Pinkston brings the ball to the far right. He looks for Rasheed Hines. Hines is fouled. Jarvis Brayboy says, that one's on me. Hines at the line. The Cavaliers down one, 4:56 to go. Two shots. Looked to be long when he let it go, but it rattles through. One more. The game knotted at 72. That went off the back of the rim. Banks pulls down the rebound. Dangerous pass to Davis. All kinds of pressure from Starks. Davis will have his hands full. And up top, the foul will go on number 3, Tommy Starks out of the Bronx. The Cavalier bench. Not a big fan of the call. Think it was the right one, though. Starks not in position. He was moving. Rashawn Davis at the line with 2. First shot is good. 73-72, Winston-Salem. Here comes the 5'11 guard out of East Forsyth. So some overseas experience. A Winston-Salem native. Probably tell where some of his buddies on the Cavaliers where to go get a good dinner in town. Plenty of places. The shot from Rasheed Hines. Off the backboard and through. Jarvis Brayboy drives to the basket. Shot is no good. Brayboy's fouled. He's going to line up for 2. A parade of free throws in this third quarter of action at Salem Baptist Christian School. Again, if you are new to the East Coast Basketball League, welcome. Glad to have you. Certified play in the Northeast Division with the Carolina Thunder and the High Point Hawks. The Cavaliers call the Northwest Division home, where they're joined by the Carolina Kings, the Hampton Roads Warriors, and the North Carolina Coyotes. Second free throw is good. Winston-Salem up 2. Here comes Starks. He'll bounce it to Cooper. Cooper back to Starks. They find Hines down low. His shot no good. Loose ball. Petersburg comes up with it. Robinson pulls it down for Winston-Salem. Dangerous pass to Davis. Davis gives it to Brayboy, who falls out of bounds with the ball. And we're headed the other way. Marcus Walker's had a couple minutes to think about life on the bench. He'll join the Winston-Salem group. Out goes Jarvis Brayboy. Walker guarding Reggie Cherry. Cherry says, welcome to the game. Drives the baseline, knocks it down for two. Stephen Higgins goes the other end. He thought he was fouled. Everybody else thought he took the ball out of bounds. Cavalier basketball. Game tied, 76, 3:49 to play. Starks quickly down the left side. And exactly what we talked about earlier. Walker making his presence felt, stood his ground, and just took it away from Starks on the drive to the basket. Now Winston-Salem going to drive to the basket. There's a whistle on the play. Reggie Cherry says, who, me? Referee says, yeah, you. And Rashawn Davis, a technical has been called on Petersburg. Davis at the line for two. First one is no good. Coach Dixon requests and receives an explanation. Apparently it's a one-shot technical. My apologies. Davis will stay at the line for the two shots on the personal foul. 3:38 to go. Game tied, 76-76. This free throw is good. Zalinor Banks and Stephen Higgins back deep defensively. Second free throw, actually third free throw, is no good. Here comes the Cavaliers. Pinkston has it. He gives it back to Cooper. Cooper dribbles left, gives it to Cherry. Cherry's shot is no good. Offensive rebound, Rasheed Hines. He goes up. Basket is no good. Foul called, Marcus Walker. Points at a premium in the last 2 minutes. First free throw, no good. Rasheed Hines, 6'4", 200 pounds, lines up for his second attempt. Three dribbles and lets it fly. And that one's short. A foul on the rebound. Going to go to number 3, Tommy Starks. We'll head to the other end for more free throws. Timeout, Petersburg. With 3:21 to play in quarter number 3, Winston-Salem, certified, leads the Petersburg Cavaliers 77-76. You're listening to ECBL Hoops on netcastsports.com. And a quick timeout. We're right back. Thanks for joining us for the 2017 debut of East Coast Basketball League Hoops action. And it's a good one in Winston-Salem at Salem Baptist Christian School. The home floor for the certified. Cavaliers raced out to an early lead. The certified would rally on the strength of some terrific offensive rebounding in the second quarter of play. And we've been back and forth in quarter number 3. The margin, never more than 4 for either team. Marcus Walker at the line for Winston-Salem. Free throw number 2 is good. 78-76 certified. Here come the Cavaliers. Robert Pinkston will bring the ball across half court. He gives it up to Cooper on the far right. Tommy Starks makes his way back, gives it back to Cooper. The three-point attempt is no good. Offensive rebound. Rasheed Hines makes the pass to Cooper. Cooper's second attempt on this possession, no good as well. Here comes Robinson. Robinson finds Higgins. Higgins goes to the far right, and he's fouled. The 6'2 guard out of China Grove headed back to the charity stripe. Free throw cleanly through. He'll have another. Second shot is no good. Rebounded by the Cavaliers. Pinkston drives, gives it to Cooper. Starks with it. Finds Reggie Cherry on the baseline. He's clearly fouled. No call. Cherry fouled 2 feet out of bounds. Winston-Salem ball. Loose ball lands in the hands of Jamar Cooper. He saunters to the basket and lays it in around the rim twice. I think the ball did a 720 that time. Winston-Salem comes back. Will inbound the ball. Here's Rashawn Davis. Davis gives it up to Banks. Banks shot from the baseline, no good. Stephen Higgins goes after it. It's out of bounds. The official says the ball bounced off Robert Pinkston. Coming in for Winston-Salem, number 9, Jarvis Brayboy. After a brief discussion, it'll remain Winston-Salem ball. Quick look, Antonio Robinson flashes to the basket and gets the easy bucket. Loose ball turnover. Here comes Winston-Salem. Davis double teamed at midcourt. Brayboy picks it up, drives all the way. Reverse layup is good. Winston-Salem now in front 5. Biggest lead of the game for Winston-Salem. Jamar Cooper will take a quick survey. Gives it up to Starks from his left. His three-point attempt no good. Offensive rebound. Robert Pinkston is blocked by Zalinor Banks. Rashawn Davis will bring the ball across half court. Great pressure from Pinkston. Offensive foul, Rashawn Davis. Petersburg ball. 1:28 to play in quarter number 3. Starks makes the pass to Pinkston, gives it right back to Starks. And Starks lit the fuse on his shoes and took off to the basket. The little fella out of New York throws it down with authority to pull the Cavaliers within 3, 83-80. Good look inside Winston-Salem. Banks goes up. The shot's no good. He's hammered. Petersburg caught celebrating the dunk from Tommy Starks. Didn't get back. Didn't match up. And Banks is at the line with a chance for 2 more. The dunk is exciting, but you got to play the next play. Rasheed Hines will take a seat. In comes Darnell Jenkins. All 6'8", 210. If you count the hair, he might be 6'11". Petersburg basketball. Pinkston on the far right. They find Jenkins. Jenkins gives it right back. Pinkston's three-point shot is no good. Bounces off the top of the backboard. Great rebound, Zalinor Banks. It's knocked out of bounds by Jamar Cooper. Winston-Salem maintains possession. Robinson will look to make the pass to Rashawn Davis. Starks there with the defensive pressure. Davis finds Brayboy on the far right. His three-point attempt is no good. Reggie Cherry hits the deck. He's fouled by Marcus Walker. Walker turns and quietly strides to the other end. 85-80 Winston-Salem. 43 seconds to play. Reggie Cherry at the line with a chance to cut the lead to 3. Free throw is no good. Front of the rim, back of the rim, and off. Deep breath. 3 dribbles. Steps back with the right foot. Second rebound, also no good. Defensive rebound, Marcus Walker. Big fella, strong as an ox. Banks gives it to Rashawn Davis. Davis three-point attempt, no good. Walker had the rebound momentarily before Robert Pinkston takes it away. His layup attempt is no good. Offensive rebound, 22 seconds to play. Here's Robinson. He'll drive baseline. Reverse layup is good. The lead is 7 for the Certified. 15 to play. Here comes Starks right down the center of the floor. We're at 10. Starks dribbles with the right hand. Moves right. He's got Jenkins spotting out. Starks keeps the ball, drives to the basket. He gets the basket and the foul. 1.9 left to go. 87-82 Winston-Salem. Tommy Starks at the line with 1 shot. Explosive quickness along the baseline and gets the bucket. The free throw is no good. It's knocked out of bounds. Petersburg, Winston-Salem ball. Zalinor Banks will inbound the ball with 0.9 to play. I'm sorry. They say it was off Banks. And Petersburg manages to get off a desperation shot from inside midcourt. No good. 87-82. Winston-Salem leads Petersburg. The first 3 quarters of the first game of the 2017 season are, as they say, in the record books. I'm Jeffrey Griffin. Thanks for joining us on netcastsports.com. You're listening to East Coast Basketball League Hoops. We'll be back after this. All right, good friends, buckle up. Another 12 minutes. Here we go. The outcome far from being decided, 87-82. Here come the Cavaliers. Robert Pinkston with the shot from the right baseline. Great offensive rebound from Starks. It's no good. The ball finds its way to Stephen Higgins. He'll give the pass to Marcus Brown. Brown walks it down the left side. He looks for Marcus Walker. Walker dribbles to his right, steps back. He's double-teamed. Zalinor Banks from deep outside. The shot is no good. Jamar Cooper pulls it down for the Cavs. Cooper on fire, goes to the basket. His layup is good. 87-84. Stephen Higgins drives right. He's double-teamed. Loose ball. That'll be a jump ball. And it'll go to Winston-Salem. Coach Dixon and Coach Napper got to love that. I mean, you get guys diving on the floor. My apologies. It will not go to Winston-Salem. We'll have a jump ball. Winston-Salem takes it easily. Brayboy has the ball on the far right. Marcus Brown will set the screen. Brayboy comes around to the top, dribbles with the left hand into the lane. Pass Zalinor Banks. His shot no good. John Holloman pulls down the rebound for the Cavaliers, and he's fouled. Petersburg will inbound the ball from directly in front of their team bench. In ECBL action, the fouls reset with each quarter. One team foul on Winston-Salem, none for the Cavaliers. Robert Pinkston drives. He finds a streaking Tommy Starks, who gets his second layup of the quarter, 87-86 certified. Banks with it down low on the block. He spins to the middle, gives it up to Marcus Brown. Brown shot well off the mark. Great rebound, Marcus Walker. He gets the hoop and the horn. Walker heads to the charity stripe with a chance to increase the lead for Winston-Salem. Nice rotation on the shot. Free throw was good. 90-86. Here come the Cavaliers. Great ball movement around the three-point line. Loose ball. Finds its way to John Holloman, and the 6'9" big fella throws it down. Winston-Salem quickly goes the other way. Stephen Higgins fouled on his way to the hoop. He's at the line with 2 shots. The certified up to 90-88, 10-13 to play. First free throw is good. Free throw number 2, also in the scorebook. Starks pulls up the three-point line. Fakes and drives to the basket. His shot no good. Robinson pulls down the rebound. He gives it to Higgins. Higgins drives to the right. Finds Banks in the lane. Banks shot in and out. Here comes Petersburg. Jamar Cooper gets it in front of the Winston-Salem bench. He holds on. Tommy Starks on the right. To John Holloman on the far right. Three-pointer rattles through. Guess what, folks? 9 minutes to play. We're tied. 91-91. And Marcus Brown goes down in a heap on the sideline. The only thing bruised is probably his pride. Winston-Salem maintains possession. Higgins across midcourt. He looks right. Marcus Walker sets the screen. Banks comes, gets the ball, lets it fly. His shot no good. And Darnell Jenkins pulls down the board. Gives it up to Starks. Starks drives right. Finds Cooper on the far side. Cooper drives. Back to Holloman. Holloman steps back. His jump shot. Air ball. No good. Walker and Cooper go after it. Looked like simultaneous possession. Regardless, the ball will go to the Cavaliers. The pass is a turnover. Here's Marcus Brown with a jump shot. No good. Great rebound, Antonio Robinson. His putback attempt also short. Winston-Salem will hold on to the ball. Robinson will inbound. He flashes to the basket. John Holloman, quick to get his hands up. Robinson steps back. His shot no good. Cavaliers pull it in. Here comes Holloman down the right side. Cooper is trailing. He'll take it at midcourt. Christian Brown on the far right, wide open. Couldn't find him. He gets the offensive rebound, but he pushed off to get it. As Eleanor Banks says, yeah, I can vouch for that one. Winston-Salem basketball. Marcus Walker inbound. Banks will have a seat. Here comes Rashawn Davis. Antonio Robinson. Right-handed dribble down the left side. He crosses over thanks to the screen from Walker. Back to his left. Robinson looks, pulls it back. Finds Davis. Davis gives it up to Higgins. Higgins' shot partially blocked. It's run down by Marcus Walker. Marcus Brown in on the action, and we've got a foul on Petersburg. In comes Jarvis Brayboy. Higgins and Walker will set up low. Robinson will inbound the ball. Cooper and Starks apply the pressure up top for Petersburg. Brayboy on the baseline. Loses the ball, but it goes off Jamar Cooper. Darnell Jenkins will match up with Marcus Walker. John Holloman guarding Stephen Higgins. Brayboy's shot from the deep corner on the baseline is good. Our score 94-91, just under 8 minutes to play. Here comes Starks. He's got Holloman to the right. Holloman gives it back to Starks. Starks will find Cooper as a turnover on the play. 3-on-1 Winston-Salem. Robinson goes left with the left hand. The layup is good and the lead is 5. Jenkins gives it back to Starks, who passes it to Cooper. Starks on the left. Holloman back to Starks. Starks drives right, takes the shot. Loose ball comes up with Winston-Salem. Higgins drives down the center of the court. He goes down in a heap. And Jamar Cooper goes and drops in the basket. I'm sure we've got a whistle. It's 96-93, Winston-Salem. Higgins will stay in the game. Cavaliers with a couple substitutions. Earl G. back in the game. Reggie Cherry joins play as well. Winston-Salem ball. Higgins on the left. He drives to the right. Gives it up to Rashawn Davis. His shot no good. Loose ball. Marcus Walker corrals it. Long pass to Davis. His shot no good. Rebound Petersburg, and Starks makes him pay. Another layup for the 6-foot, 160-pound guard out of Queens College. Winston-Salem leads 1. Robinson with the ball. Gets the screen from Walker. Robinson goes left. Higgins lines up beyond the three-point line to his right. Robinson drives, pulls up, makes the pass. Higgins' shot is no good. Rebound, John Holloman. Between his legs, loses the ball. He's double-teamed at midcourt. He picks it up. Earl G. Gives it to Reggie Cherry. Cherry's shot no good. Robinson back with the ball. He seems to be everywhere. It's like Spider-Man. Does only what a spider can. Timeout, Winston-Salem. 5:46 to play. My son loves that rhyme. 96-95 certified. You're listening to East Coast Basketball League action on netcastsports.com. And we're back at Salem Baptist Christian School. Terrific basketball action. 1 point lead for Winston-Salem with 5:42 to play. Here's Rashawn Davis. Looked like he may have been fouled. No call. Loose ball lands in the hands of Marcus Brown. His jump shot is good. The three-pointer pushes the lead to 4 for the Certified. Here comes Petersburg. Reggie Cherry finds his buddy Robert Pinkston right smack dab in the middle of the lane all by himself. His basket's good, 99-97. Here comes Robinson. He'll give it up to Zalinor Banks. Banks' jump shot rattles through. Three-pointer, back-to-back trays for Winston-Salem. The lead is 5 with 5 to play. Lorenzo Bailey gives it up to Cherry. Cherry drives right. Pulls up the shot. It's no good. Winston-Salem had the rebound. It's out of bounds off Robinson. Cherry moseys to the baseline. Earl G all by himself in the corner. Cherry doesn't see him. Bailey's three-pointer, good. Told you, points come in bunches in ECBL play. The last 120 seconds, a testament to that. Robinson with the ball in front of the Petersburg bench. He gets the screen from Banks, drives left. Banks gets it, goes baseline. His jump shot cleanly through. Despite terrific defense from Reggie Cherry, had his hands straight up. Not much you can do with that. Robinson, good rotation, gets back defensively. Winston-Salem ball. He looks for a little help. Passes it behind his back. Rashawn Davis holds the ball at midcourt. Are you kidding me? The dipsy-do, and it's good. Davis drives between 3 Cavalier defenders and knocks it down. John Holloman goes straight down the basket. His shot off the front of the rim, pulled down Zalinor Banks. Robinson says, everybody just calm down. 3:43 to play. Winston-Salem up 6. Higgins thinks about a jump shot. Robinson says, somebody want to set a screen. Banks does. Robinson goes right. He's got Higgins to his left. He finds Marcus Brown on the far left. His shot no good. Lorenzo Bailey corrals the board. Reggie Cherry with a gimme right at the goal. Couldn't get it to go. The big fella looks fatigued. And Bailey's going to pick up a personal foul on Petersburg. And here we go with our final media timeout of this quarter. The score, 106, Winston-Salem. The Cavaliers not far behind at 100. And both teams starting to light it up behind the arc with 3:04 to play. Terrific basketball action. Folks, wherever you are, you ought to go check out a game. My goodness, lots of talent. We need college kids, kids with overseas experience. I say kids because I'm older than everybody playing. I'm not older than all the refs, but I'm older than all the guys playing. Anyway, the Carolina Kings, the Hampton Roads Warriors, the North Carolina Coyotes, and the Petersburg Cavaliers comprising the Northwest Division in ECBL play, while Winston-Salem Certified are at home in the Northeast Division along with the High Point Hawks and the Carolina Thunder. We've got a season full of action headed your way on netcastsports.com. And you got to be pleased, Coach Byron Napper and the Certified offensive rebounds, and they continue to drive and knock down points at the free throw line. Not a lot more you can ask for. And certainly Robinson, you get the feel he started to take over the game at this point for Winston-Salem. Meanwhile, Coach Kyle Dixon, it's not like they're in a deep hole. It's a 2-possession game with more than 3 minutes to play. Darnell Jenkins, big fella, has not really made his presence felt in the second half as much as he did in the first half. But you've got Jamar Cooper, the speedster Tommy Sparks. You've got Robert Pinkston. Those 3 guys can all knock it down from outside. So lots to play for. Game number 1. A season still to go, and you can listen to it all on netcastsports.com. East Coast Basketball League action. Up next, we're going to Marcus Brown. He finds himself at the charity stripe. No? Okay, he was just warming up the charity stripe, keeping it warm for his buddy Zalinor Banks, who's going to take 2 and try to push the lead to 7, possibly 8. And the first free throw is good. The lead grows to 7. The biggest lead of the second half for Winston-Salem, biggest lead of the game. Second free throw is no good. Robert Pinkston pulls down the rebound. Bailey drives. He finds Earl G. G hands it off to John Holloman. Holloman's fouled. Let's say it was before the shot. Petersburg will hold on to the ball, and Jamar Cooper will inbound the pass. G lets the three-pointer rip from straight away. It's good. And just that quickly, the lead is cut to 4. Antonio Robinson, Winston-Salem native, played at Parkland High School, home of the legendary Tom Muse Gymnasium. Of course, he's the dawn of the Muse coaching empire. Son Andy at Mount Tabor. Son Michael, the head coach at East Forsyth. The circus shot from Zalinor Banks. He shot it really behind his back from the hip, and it drops through. Quick shot from John Holloman is no good. Robinson gets the loose ball. Winston-Salem looks at the scoreboard with 2 minutes to play. The Certified up 7. Rashawn Davis. He goes right at Lorenzo Bailey and loses it. John Holloman scoops up the loose ball, scampers to the other end, and drops it down for 2. Stephen Higgins passes it to Zalinor Banks. Banks across midcourt, $1:42 to play. The lead is 5. Cavaliers in a tenacious man-to-man. Banks drives to the center. Big shot. Makes the pass to Rashawn Davis, who knocks down a 3 from the far side. Here come the Cavaliers. The shot is no good. Robinson with the rebound. 113-105 Winston-Salem. 1:12 to go. Banks at the top of the key. Stephen Higgins all by himself under the basket, missed the layup. Winston-Salem with another offensive rebound. Zalinor Banks is fouled. That'll go to John Holloman, and Banks is headed to the charity stripe. 58.5 to play, under a minute to go. The lead 8 for Winston-Salem. Banks looks to add to the margin. Winston-Salem, the beneficiary of some huge shots from Rashawn Davis and company. And again, the offensive rebounding, which has been so prevalent all night for Winston-Salem. Free throw is good. 114-105. Under a minute to play. Winston-Salem has only committed 2 fouls this quarter. So Petersburg not necessarily at the free throw line on a loose ball foul. Second free throw is no good. Earl G drives to the basket. It's good. $114-107. We've got a stoppage in play. Seems to be a timing issue. We'll reset at 59.0. Winston-Salem basketball. Now Winston-Salem in the bonus. So any foul on Petersburg, obviously other than an offensive foul, is going to result in a trip to the free throw line for the Certified. Stephen Higgins turns the ball over, sloppy pass, loose ball at midcourt. Timeout Winston-Salem. But Coach Dixon of the Cavaliers pleading, begging, imploring for a traveling call. They're going to give Winston-Salem the TO. 51.4 to go. The lead is 7 for the Certified. You got to love the effort, especially on the glass. Great board work from the Winston-Salem Certified. Petersburg very content and terrific ball movement throughout the game. It's been nip and tuck, back and forth. Neither team been able to run away with the game. But a huge three-pointer from Rashawn Davis. And again, the continued offensive rebounding, relentless from the Winston-Salem Certified, has put the Twin City team in a chance to claim the first victory of the year in ECBL action. There's the horn, and play resumes. John Holloman, Robert Pinkston, Tommy Starks, Earl G. on the floor defensively. Stephen Higgins will inbound the ball for Winston-Salem. He inbounds the ball to Robinson. He's fouled immediately. Robinson will head to the charity stripe for two. 50.2 to play. Sometimes basketball is a notoriously simple game. At this point, if Winston-Salem makes their free throws, they win. If not, well, first free throw is no good. That one's on me. I hexed him. Field goals are difficult in football, right? Curveballs. A lot of people say the most difficult thing in sports. I've always envisioned driving a NASCAR car would be painfully difficult. But free throws with under a minute to go on the hardwood, no simple feat. Loose ball picked up Winston-Salem. Robinson's got it. He drives down the right side. There's a foul from Tommy Starks. Robinson goes back to the charity stripe. The lead is 8, 115-107, and 38.7 to play. Not what the Cavaliers needed at that point. You got the miss on the free throw, but unable to convert on the offensive end. 2 shots for Robinson. 2 dribbles, a deep breath, and no good. Robinson, 1 of his last 3. Here's attempt number 2. And that one off the front of the rim, and he gets the roll. Jamar Cooper down the right side. 3-point attempt. Goes out of bounds off Stephen Higgins. Earl G. will inbound the ball on the baseline for Petersburg. Jamar Cooper lets it fly. Air ball, no good. Offensive rebound. Earl G. Winston-Salem comes up with the loose ball. Deep pass to Rashawn Davis. It's no good. Rebound, Cavaliers. John Holloman with the 3 off the front of the rim. 13 to play. Offensive rebound, G. Robinson comes down with it. Marcus Brown going to line up for a wide open three-pointer, and it's good. 2-1, and that's it. Our final score from Salem Baptist Christian School. Winston-Salem holds court at Salem Baptist Christian School and takes the win 119-107. A long bus ride back to Virginia for the Petersburg Cavaliers. Terrific effort all the way around. And really, you got to say, it's the offensive board work for Winston-Salem Certified. They would not be denied on the offensive glass. A ton of rebounds. And really, Antonio Robinson, number 0, took over the game in the waning moments for Winston-Salem. Folks, thanks for joining us. This has been the 2017 debut of East Coast Basketball League action. I'm Jeffrey Griffin for our all-world producer and everything, Marcus Shockley. Thanks for joining us. Hope you've enjoyed every bit of ECBL play on netcastsports.com.